Hi, in this video we're going to go over how to locate Colorado inmate information, prison records, jail records, things like that. So to get started, go to coloradopublicrecords.org and I'll have a link in the description. You can click on that or just type it into your browser. On the homepage, you'll notice there are quite a few public record databases. Some you might find of use depending on what type of research you're doing, but we do have a special page for the most sought after records. So if you hover over other records, you'll notice anything from background checks to court records and of course inmate search. So let's click on inmate search, and what you'll notice here is you'll have your Department of Corrections database. These would be prison records, and then if you scroll down, we covered the top counties, and here you'll find jail booking information. So there's quite a difference between jail and a prison. So people in prison are typically serving more than a year. People in, say, like in the local sheriff's department jail at the county level, they might get arrested and released sometimes even the same day, and then they just go see a judge and that's the end of it. So there are two different databases taking care of two different I guess if you're not two different types of people, but just people that are doing different time. So if they're doing over a year, it's going to be in the Department of Corrections. Typically, if it's under 12 months, it's going to be typically at like a county jail. So two different databases to look up. Now, another thing to consider is if you, for instance, are looking up like an arrest record, and you wanted to find out more information, keep in mind that eventually after somebody gets arrested, they will have to go see a judge. And before, for example, they get sent to prison, they would have seen a judge. So if you wanted to find out more details, you can also, again, I'm going to hover over other records and click on court records here. You can also go look up court record information. And as you can see, you have multiple courts available in Colorado. And so, for instance, felonies would be district court, and then some of your lower level crimes would be at the county court. So these would typically be two of the most probably researched in the cases of criminal records and arrest records. These two courts will probably are probably where most of those individuals have ended up going through. So another thing to consider is using the name search on top. And what this does is it doesn't just pull records at the county level and the state level in Colorado. It pulls records from multiple states. So it gives you more of like a nationwide look into somebody's public records. And why that might be important? Well, first of all, it's very quick. You don't have to jump around from database to database. You can practically see what's going on almost instantaneously. Another thing to consider is, for instance, somebody might have had a criminal past in, say, Washington or California or Arizona, and they end up moving to Colorado. If you're just checking county records and state records, you're not necessarily going to catch what happened in those other states. So if you want to keep your bases covered, if you want to make sure you have more information to look at, you can also utilize the private name search database on top here. So you have quite a few options here. With that said, come on down to coloradopublicrecords.org and get started on your Colorado inmate search. Thank you.